Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the continuing adventures of Octowitch, the poison arrow equipped wizard octopus. So far, he's basically done a lot of fire magey stuff, and he's continuing his way through the dungeon under that premise. I was training up spellcasting to get enough spell levels for poison arrow. I have that now. While I would like to continue to train it to try and take the edge off hunger, it's becoming progressively less and less feasible to train, so I'm going to drop it down to just trickling levels, and resume my training of conjurations of fire and yeah. Because ultimately Firestorm is the goal, and it's only at 99% right now, but it will eventually get castable, and that's kind of important. Until then, I'm going to have to make do with what I've got, and the reason I'm continuing to train... Well, I guess I am not. Maybe I should... I want to continue to train poison magic to keep my poison arrow damage up to speed, but leaving 3 skills on is pushing it as is, and adding one more to that just seems like a bad idea. As always, I underestimate how much damage a troll can do in melee. That's never a good idea. Let's just back out, recover. Yeah, it's worth butchering. Okay. I do not have any means of see invisible, but this is around the time of the dungeon where unseen horrors are not all that uncommon. Oh god, I fireballed it, but it hit me. I gotta heal wounds because the situation is bad. It died. That's the good news. I lost scrolls and everything. I mean, that was a bad choice. I should not have fireballed there. But it didn't occur to me that, you know, just because I can't see it doesn't mean it can't block my shot. I was just thinking maybe I won't be able to hit it. Oh, I'm actually literally full of items. That's interesting. I remember there was an item I said I would drop the moment I was full, but I don't remember what it was. Presumably one of these useless wands. Let's get rid of Flame, which is just a low-level owie, and I can get rid of the Vampiric Spear, which I no longer have any use of whatsoever. I'm even tempted to get rid of the Poisonous Needles, since the enemies I'm fighting now are probably going to be too high level to succumb to it. And I'm not willing to train it, because as nice as it was, I've got better. Nom 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 nom. Oh, right! Last I came here, I had to deal with those fungals, who are now mercifully funged off. That was a potion of gain dexterity, not bad. That also gives me my first incentive to avoid random quaffing, because if I happen to randomly quaff a potion of mutation, I no longer will have the convenient answer of, I just cure out of it, because now I lose Dex +1 if I do. I'm still going to random quaff, most likely. I mean, let's see what the list of potions are. Actually, there's not a whole lot of unidentified potions left. Of them, 1 is bad, 2 are bad, 3 are bad, 4 are bad, 5 are bad, 1 of them is a mutation, 1 is porridge, and 2 are good. So really, I guess there is almost 60-70% chance that when I drink a potion, it's a bad potion for me from now on. And that's not factoring in that those good potions I pointed out, yeah, they are among the rarer potions, relatively speaking. So I guess I should identify potions so I at least know what negative effect I'm going to incur. Normally, a Ring of Teleport isn't worth having because it's basically teleportitis in addition to evocable teleport. However, in the... Irolka, sorry, that just changes things. Irolka might have the ability to banish me. As such, I have to take her very, very seriously. Hide and Poison Arrow. The reason I put Fog was so that she would have to get closer to me. I thought that if I fire a directional shot, I could potentially hit her, but she blinked, negating that tactic altogether. Irolka can banish you to the Abyss, which can basically end the game, so, you know, worth using extra resources to make sure it doesn't happen. in retrospect, a better option would have been to go summon butterflies, which would have likely blocked her line of fire, and then relied on poison damage until she accidentally blinked into range, at which point I would get the first shot on a weakened Arolka to insta-gib her. But whatever, it's not what I did. No, idiot. Do one of these. There we go. It's a deep dwarf who cannot heal naturally. The reason I'm being so cavalier flinging these about is because I'm standing on a staircase. If anything goes wrong, I am out of here. No, don't switch back. See, right there. Because I don't have animate skeleton, I'm obligated to do this with my bare hands. Okay, I'm gonna light you on fire. I've never actually seen a halfling just wandering around. I'm pretty sure that must have been a shapeshifter or something. Otherwise, this is a very odd assortment of enemies. Anyway, I can pick up these chunks and just run. Thank you. And give me back my staff of channeling so that I can get back my magical energy rapidly. Okay. Octopus eating a merman. That's just screwed up, no matter how you think about it. What are these? It looks like a trove of food with some steam in it. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to be more concerned, but really, I just can't see the danger. My permafood stocks are actually quite high at this point. If only I had some good rings to wear. Yeah, I have a full set of rings. I just don't have any that I consider particularly cool. Yeah, a singular strength +4 ring would have been nice. It would have been a great touch. But and I guess I'm setting myself up for, what the hell is my poison arrow key? Gee. I'm setting myself up for biting the hand that feeds you if I... Dude, follow me. Stop trying to be a hero. I'm setting myself up for disappointment or for karma if I complain about getting an evade +6. But, god damn it, this is just tedious. I have way too much strength and no caster boosts. I mean, I would have been able to carry a lot less, granted, but I would be satisfied just carrying one ration. I don't need this many. I mean, let's see, I'm carrying a freaking bread store on hand with me. I have enough royal jellies to jumpstart my own beehive. And I finally get to show off some of that OpPA style that I've been hoping for. I kind of feel bad. All of my good Gangnam style puns were in the first video, and ever since then I've just been making reference to them, and I keep forgetting that you guys haven't probably heard any of them since that first video had technical difficulties. I'm sorry about that. Let's drop a set of chunks. I need to find the chunks. Apparently I never picked them up. Drop a bread ration, a royal jelly, and all of the apples. OpPA wizard style. Oh, yes. Oh, crap. Definitely a scenario to hide and burn. So far so good, so far so good. Restore abilities potions. Normally those are fairly valuable, but they become much more valuable in the endgame when stat drain is more common. And notably in my situation, I'm carrying so many royal jelly is that I don't even need them that much. No, don't eat that, don't eat that, but eat that. Just eat a bread ration off the floor. Okay, let's go. I kind of like watching these long auto travels where he just like draws this squiggly path. Yeah, I'm gonna light you on fire with my hands. Which actually reminds me, I no longer need burning hands. I should be using a poison arrow for that effect, so I'm gonna unmemorize that the moment I have something else to memorize. Which I already do, because level 6 is Iron Shot, so yeah, say goodbye to your memories. Yeah, nothing else here that I want to get rid of any faster than that. And now I can memorize Iron Shot. I'm going to stick Iron Shot on my G slot because it is the most powerful attack I have. I'm going to put Animate Dead on my D slot because that's what I usually use for Resurrect. And my second tier damage spell is Poison Arrow, so that's my F slot. Perfect. The thing to remember about the difference between Poison Arrow and Iron Shot is that Poison Arrow misses a whole lot less and has a lot better range. Iron Shot has much more reduced range and a much higher propensity to miss. So why would I ever use it? Because Iron Shot hits for purely physical damage, nothing else. And this means that against enemies that resist poison, it deals way more damage than Poison Arrow does. That said, to enemies that don't resist poison, Poison Arrow is very effective. It's also easier to hit with. I don't know if there's an actual to hit bonus or not, but it definitely subjectively seems to miss a whole lot less. And perhaps most importantly, I can do it from range, which means if the first shot misses, I get a second and a third. If Iron Shot misses, I probably have one more shot before whatever fast thing is attacking is on top of me. Please let one of them have left the corpse. Something. Okay, that's fine. Fine, I'll just wait. There you go. Now you die. Okay. Starvation awaits. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, I'm starving despite all of my fucking permafood. This is why I'm stupid sometimes. There's no reason whatsoever for me to extend this suffering. I'm gonna lose a wand or two. How many zaps are in this cold wand? Six. Lose the Wand of Draining, so I'm going to drain the Wand of Draining of all charges. And then I'm going to drop it. And then I'm going to lose the Ring of Ice, which I no longer... well, I'm never really going to need. And I'll lose the Book of Tempest, which I can always come back for, and the Staff of Enchantment that I don't need. Okay, and that's a fair amount of weight reduction. So that was out of range of Iron Shot, but totally in range for my OpPA style. And yeah, and being a Vehement Worshipper and thus getting the +1 range bonus totally helps. Diet of poison. So pretty much my logic goes like this. Things that are resistant to poison, seriously consider Iron Shotting and just taking your chances on a miss. Things that are not even resistant to poison, Poison Arrow is probably your best bet. And of course, things that aren't resistant to poison, well, if there's a lot of them, like in this scenario, maybe you want to string it out a bit more. Like this. This would be a nice place to Iron Shot, however, I can also just sequentially burn him as he approaches, and then, yeah, then he just dies much more easily. Okay. Dude, I've been nauseous for a very long time. Thank you. It's much better. I never liked the addition of nausea, and I still don't. I understand that some people didn't like being sick with chunks, but I always saw that, you know, sickness is an interesting status effect. All this does is increases your chance of starving, which already is an irritating factor in this game, so I didn't really see the point. And all of the time I've played made me more and more used to it. I've played a lot of version 0.11 now, and while I've become more used to it, certainly, I never stopped thinking it was a... You know, don't switch back to my main weapon yet. There's obviously going to be more baddies to kill. Please tell me that I'm working on this hunger problem, because I'm using these spells often and they are getting me hungry. Let's go ahead and encourage y'all to approach me, and you just stop hitting them, please. Thank you. It can't hurt me very much, and I kind of wanted that experience. Okay. Clear, run along, poison arrow, back up, approach, butcher more, ignore, fireball. He was poison resistant and low enough level that I didn't care. Actually, that might be the solution to my problem. I should probably fireball more and poison arrow less, at least at these early stages, till my hunger is more in check. Floor complete. Ooh, named unique and not a pushover one. Has absolutely no ability to resist poison, so poison arrow becomes the best bet. The thing about her is that she is just very dodgy in general, so her odds of dodging my arrows were decent. If I was trying to hit her with iron shot, it would take forever. Broad axe of RF++ is damn nice. I actually am seriously tempted to buy that shit, but it's also very expensive. Definitely gonna pick up these useless scrolls and then ditch them. See, the thing is, I have no source of resist fire right now, and that would be my first source of resistances. But I also am not going to be carrying around in general. Okay, for those of you who do not know, Louise is one of the most dangerous uniques you'll face in the dungeon. Not because he's particularly dangerous, but because he has the ability to... She has the ability to send you to the abyss. And does it often. When you come across Louise, do not give her line of sight versus you. You'll notice that I'm using the frog to block line of sight, and that I am carefully avoiding poisoning the frog to maintain this. Next on my list of plans, I am going to summon a lot of butterflies. And you'll notice that Louise has already begun doing things to my butterflies. That is a reaching weapon that he's got, or she's got, and based on what I saw, my guess is that Louise is capable of... It is a distortion weapon. I can't stand here because Louise will reach across the frog and hit me with it. If I blink, it's 50-50 whether I end up on the left or on the right. I'm going to take a step back and see what happens. I can play this by ear because I have a blink scroll, so I have an option. Okay. So far, looks like nothing happened. I'm going to take another step. He's still hacking my butterflies to pieces, which is dumb of him. I'm going to continue to make sure that he has butterflies to do this with. You know, while he remains poisoned, of course. And let's go ahead and... if I poison now, my butterflies are all going to bite the dust. But you'll see that he, in order to hit me, has to get through the butterflies. And in the meantime, he is going to constantly succumb to poison damage, which I am all too happy to make sure he stays under. Where did he go? He didn't go invisible, so I have no idea where he went. Well, I'm going to go down this hallway. It will make it even easier to continue this tactic. Okay, he just died. Wherever he is, I just got a bunch of experience. That's good enough for me. Presumably he was under the effect of poison. And here's where he was, and here's his corpse. Moral of the story, Louise, dangerous. Avoid ever being in LOS because he can totally send you to the abyss. It is worth doing a few neurotic-looking things to avoid that fate because an abyss trip is often a death sentence. Will he guaranteed send you to the abyss? No. Could I have probably killed him in 1 or 2 poison arrows? Yeah, absolutely. And he probably wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. Or he would have gotten a lucky shot, I would be in the abyss, and we'd be having a very different conversation where I wondered whether or not I was going to survive to the end of the game. So yeah, not time to screw around with probabilities, just play it right. Okay, there's no corpse, but there's a lot of heal wounds potions there, and that's nice, because now I feel secure that I have a nice stack of those. You're worth burning. An iron shot. Ting. Use scroll, torment, that hurts, but whatever. Rupert, on the other hand, his big shtick is that he can paralyze you in fear by shouting. But for the fact that I had an ally here, I would be a lot more concerned about fighting him. But since I have an ally at my back and I have the surprise, I'm going to poison arrow him to death in 3 shots. Told you, 3 shots, called it. Yeah, but Rupert is one of those scenarios where you gotta know how powerful you really are, and can you take him down or not. And if the answer is yes, but it will be a fight, then remember it's a fight you're gonna lose because he's gonna have a status effect to disable you unless you have a plan to deal with it. And unlike confusion, you can't cure out of paralysis because, and this is important, you're paralyzed. You can't even drink. This is a good chance to swap places with my ally so that he blocks the door and gives me a few extra turns of everything inside being poisoned. You see how Aizul is approaching? I hate that motherfucker so much. Okay, that's about enough. My ally will continue to do what he's got to do. In the meantime, I would like to have some bodyguards because Aizul is on the loose. Aizul will put you to sleep. Not by being boring, but by using a spell. And once you're asleep, he'll hit you with Poison Arrow. And you all have seen how effective my Poison Arrow is. Well, imagine somebody who is a named unique whose sole purpose is to hit you with it repeatedly. He'll also haste himself, so he'll get multiple shots. Well, 2 can play at that game, and I am the second player. Haste? He's poison resistant, right? So instead of using Poison Arrow, I'm going to use Iron Shot, which has missed 3 times. I'm going to run for it, let my allies provide me some cover, eat, and then repeat the process, but this time I'm going to try Poison Arrow first. I fell asleep, he approached, and I took a lot of damage. Blink is good here. And that second sleep could be the end of me. Okay, new plan. Try not to die. Sounds like an excellent plan, right? We're going to start off with a scroll of blinking and put myself as far out of his reach as I can possibly get. Here. Next, we're going to take a step further. Heal wounds and continue running. Okay. Heal wounds is enough that I'm a little bit secure, but I want to get another one in. Is there a way to suddenly boost my magic resist? That would be nice. I don't think there is, though. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything that would do that. No, I do not. Clearly I'm already considering the possibility of fighting him again, and that's my mistake. Let's immediately teleport here. Okay. We've survived. Let's cure so that I can heal faster. And then heal. And then we'll make follow-up plans. I should go back to the lair and get repel missiles online. That's going to be a nice spell to have. And I don't care so much right now about preserving chunks of food as I do about staying hungerless or staying at reasonable energy levels. I've already fought 2 named uniques on this floor. I have no doubt that Krull would be happy to send a 3rd just to ruin my day. I've already fought and killed 2, and there is a 3rd. I would have no doubt that Krull would mind sending another to ruin my day. You are confused. Well, shit my dick, motherfucker. No, 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 I don't want to hit my own ally. I want to trade places with him, and then start blasting. That one space where there isn't a creature is probably the space where there is a vampire. Okay. Oh god, I just walked right into that. Poison arrows quick all around, just mass poison arrow. We're gonna get rid of these guys. Because I have so little spell training in earth magic, read none, my iron shot is actually doing very little damage right now, and that's why it's so weak, much weaker than my poison arrow. Even though their power ratings are looking almost equal, it also tends to miss. I think I'm going to train that somehow. I don't have the levels to spare. Never mind. None of these. Thank you very much. Poison your giants. I'm very hungry. This is not smart. Eat a honeycomb. Komodo dragon. Die. Okay, so here's the situation. Aizul is at large on this floor. He is loose, he is potentially dangerous, but I also don't know where he is. And that applies to both of us. Actually, he's probably down this hallway, given that this hallway is one I've been in. This is a good time to recharge the Wand of Hasting, in case I need to use it multiple times. And make sure that I'm well fed. Because clearly I intend to take him on again. Nope, he's not here. Okay, towards the vaults then. Seriously, Krull? Seriously? This is like not a fair entrance. This is kind of bullshit. I don't have the ability to win here. I just need to teleport and survive. Blink or heal wounds. Heal wounds. That, of course, doesn't make a difference. I don't have a blink scroll anyway. If I heal wounds again, I'm going to die because they are able to deal more than 20 damage. If I go invisible, it's still they still get 3 rolls to hit me. So that may end up being my best. I don't even have invisibility potions. If I blink, I'm dead because, I mean, statistically, look where I'll end up. There's, well, it's 50-50 at least. Okay, looks like I called the right number. I'm going to heal wounds immediately, though. And I'm not going to waste any mana on these guys. I mean, let's be honest. They're not going to die to the pitiful attack I have available. I need to get to safety before I start making too much noise. Can I close the door against this thing? What is it? A dragon zombie? Zombies don't know how to open doors, I don't think. Maybe dragons don't have hands. Either way. Okay. I still cry foul. That was an extremely unfair vault entrance. But, hey, sometimes you just gotta get lucky. And I got lucky. You know what? No, ignore it. In fact, drop all of your potions of might, you idiot. When are you going to use those? Seriously. I can't carry all of my bonuses to strength, which I never use because I don't need strength. Fireball you a couple times and you're going to go down. Yeah, poison arrow. Fine. Yeah, you know what? Fine, just fine. I'm losing my patience. That entrance was such bullshit. And all those orcs are, or all those And here's the thing about that bullshit entrance. It wasn't bullshit to a melee character. A melee character would have to enter the vault ready to fight those guys. So he'd be like, bring it on. You're already in melee range. This is great. But to a caster? I mean, there really wasn't a correct answer. Either you had the lucky right spells or you're dead. And it's not like you can say, well, you should have picked up those spells before you came here. I've already cleared most of the dungeon that isn't this. Anyway, this is probably a mutation potion. It's even worse, it's poison. It's a good thing I ID'd it. Let's see what's this card we've got here. Foxfire, I wonder what that does. This card summons flying creatures. Well, that's pretty straightforward. So if I ever decide to be a summoner, I've got the ability to take 3 turns wielding a deck and unwielding it. I'm going to read a scroll of Remove Curse and then drop the rest of this stack, because 18 scrolls of Remove Curse is beyond ridiculous. I don't need any of these. I am quite happy to burn things alive. You know, when things are ugly, green, slimy creatures. He has some intelligence to him, though. I'll give him that much. He knew better than to walk into a blazing fire. Oh my god, seriously? Iron shot, iron shot, iron shot, iron shot, iron shot. Took 2 hits, but I had to hit twice, and that was... cost me almost all of my mana. Okay, something opened the door. Something is here. It can open doors. And fuck me, I'm gonna blink. Fiddick. Blink. Shoot out some poison arrows. Come on, man! How are you not fucking dead? You were inside poison clouds and something is blocking the doorway? What the hell is this thing that's following me? Okay, it's dead now, whatever it was. I still don't know what it was. I assumed it was an unseen horror, but those can't open doors. And I assume it's not poison affected, otherwise it would have taken a lot more damage. It must have been a demon. A Lyra or something. Some demon that's invisible permanently. And because it was invisible, and a demon, could open doors, resist poison, and had a lot of HP. So I guess it's official. Demons are supposed to be in the vaults now. My understanding was that demons basically were pandemonium and hell dwellers. But, it's not the case. And of course summoned by powerful casters. I mean, that should go without saying. Okay, I don't know, maybe I recently took a stupid pill or something, but I'm getting a lot of miscasts lately. Clearly I didn't take a stupid pill. I'm just playing on tilt, that's all there is to it. I'm really upset about that vault the door that I thought was kind of stupid, kind of unfair, and as a result of that, I'm just taking out my frustration in the... Are you fucking kidding me, son? Okay. Is there any source of See Invisible in the entire game that I somehow missed? No. You just expect me to deal with this. Alright, I'll deal with it. Do I have agility? No. Do I have any way of knowing where you are? No. Are there any corridors I can retreat to? Yes. That's the first plan. I'm gonna get to a corridor. Then spread poison throughout the corridor. Deal with the things I can see okay? You're just going to kill me in 2 turns. Fine. I can deal with that. I'm not going to fight you. Where did I just leave? There. Okay. Good. Doors are closed. Doors are closed. If anything tries to come in, shoot the door. I made one mistake. I didn't get the repel missiles. That is not a mistake that has bit me in the ass yet. that had been the mistake that was costing me, I would be more understanding. I'd be like, okay, maybe I deserve this. Aizul is waiting upstairs too. You're just gonna die. I'm not gonna let you win. Okay, all of this is making one thing very clear. I'm not as ready as I thought I was for this. Let's be intelligent here. I'm not going to get Firestorm up and running anytime soon. That much is obvious. And I'm having a seriously hard time with these monsters. It's going to be important to be a little bit stronger, a little bit more reliable when I'm down here. The root of my problem is that any number of scenarios can happen that will be lethal. 2 Yaktuars show up around a corner, dead. 3 large skeletons, dead. Okay, here's the answer. Can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. We're going to go on a hiatus. We're going to trickle into fire magic and conjurations to keep those rising and all. But the core value right now is going to be powering up my defenses. I shouldn't be this vulnerable. In fact, you know what? Skip the Firestorm growth right now. Let's get fucking Iron Shot and Poison Arrow to where they need to be. Poison Magic is almost 10. When it hits 10, I'll turn it off. But Earth Magic, Iron Shot needs to grow. Fighting for my HP needs to grow. And either dodging or stealth, I'm thinking dodging, honestly, needs to grow as well. Once that's all done, I'll be a little stronger. And the best place to do that is going to be the lair branches, so I'm returning to the lair. And I might not clear out any branch completely, but I'm obviously not strong enough to take on the vaults directly like I thought I was. It sucks to have to admit that, but you know what? I'd much rather admit it and look like a coward now than not admit it and die in a challenging scenario a little bit later. So, alright, that's all the time I have for now. Next time, we'll continue with lair vaults. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time.